Hey everybody, Roy Diamond Loyal back again with another video. Today we're reacting to another Yandere simulator, guys. This video was once again requested. It is called All Fun Girl Lines 2016 to 2020. Let's get into it, guys.
So, you like to have fun? Me too. I have a place in this world. Well,
wait a minute, is this scary?
I was supposed to. My universe is identical to this one, with one difference. In this universe, my father invented many things. In my universe, my father just had one more invention. His machine was going to change everything. It did, just not the way he wanted. The investors wanted him to prove that it was safe. To demonstrate his confidence, he put his own daughter inside. The machine was tested on
He put his own daughter inside of the machine?
Many animals, but it had never been tested on a human.
What? And he basically risked his daughter's life.
Scattered across time and space was not the worst part. The worst part was being forgotten. In this universe, my father only had one daughter. She'll never know she had a sister. I can see everything, hear everything, but no one will ever know that I existed.
Dang. So what, for eternity she hears everything, but then she can't let nobody know that she was ever existing in the world?
Your idea of fun seems very, very interesting. Hello. So we meet again. Or perhaps we never met. Or perhaps we did meet, but your memory was wiped. Or perhaps we did meet, but it was in another timeline. You'll have to forgive me. It's quite difficult to keep track of these things. I'll cut to the chase. You're here because you changed the name of student number 33 in the JSON file. You were probably trying to get Osana to spawn. I understand. You want a glimpse of things to come. However, I can't let you do that. That Yandere dev guy asked me if I'd be willing to block people from spawning Osana. It sounded slightly less boring than drifting aimlessly across time and space, so I agreed. I'm sure you'll find a way to get past me. After all, you're the type of person who edits game files. I don't care if you get past me. It's Yandere dev's problem, not mine. However, you should be warned.
It's Yandere dev's problem.
This screen is only the first line of defense. More countermeasures await you beyond this point. You should probably just be a good child and wait until Osana is ready to be revealed. Okay, that's enough talking. I'm gonna kick you out now. If you want to play the game, change student number 33's name to Reserve. Bye-bye! Hi again. Did you really think it'd be that easy?
Why she red now?
If you want to get past me, you're going to have to work a little harder. I know you'll figure it out eventually. You're a resourceful one. But until then, I'm going to be a thorn in your side. Like I said before, you should probably just be a good child and wait until Osana is ready to be revealed. Okay, we're done here. Be gone. I'm surprised nobody has found the front version yet. Put front in the URL. Inventor. Ha! Don't make me laugh. He never invented a single thing, aside from ways to make his daughters hate their lives. I knew everything, and he knew I knew everything. The day I decided to expose him was the day I became an obstacle. He destroys every obstacle in his path, no matter the cost. He came up with a really, really clever idea to get rid of me. It worked. Now only one person can hear me. I guess it must have to do with being twins.
Wait, so she's a twin, okay. That's what I take it, because she said, only one person could hear her, and then she said something about being a twin, so.
She'll never be able to bring me back. In her timeline, the technology was never invented. I've tried to stop her so many times, but she won't listen. It has consumed her. She'll waste her entire life looking for a solution that will never exist. If you want to play the game, make sure that student number 33 and student number 34 are named Reserve.
Reserve.
Your idea of fun seems very, very interesting.
She's scary.
I never should have stepped into that machine. I knew he was planning to
April
get rid of
26,
me, but I
2018
didn't
build.
think he would do it in front of an audience. I thought I was safe as long as other people were around. If he wanted me dead, there were a million ways to do it without leaving evidence. I didn't think he would risk killing his daughter in front of a bunch of investors. My first clue should have been
That's sad. You decide to test your daughter. The first human ever put your daughter risk at life. I mean, you wouldn't want to put nobody else risk at life either, but dang, like your own daughter though.
the fact that he was so rich he didn't need to rely on investors anymore. Maybe all those people were just actors or something. His goal wasn't to kill me in a staged accident with people watching. His goal was to orchestrate a situation where I'd willingly put myself into that machine. Why didn't he just knock me out and put me in the machine when nobody was around? I'll never understand why he did things in the exact way that he did. He probably wanted the satisfaction of seeing his biggest obstacle willingly eliminate herself right in front of him. He was sick in that way, in more ways than you know. A machine that erases its contents from existence, wipes all evidence from history. Sure would be handy for a psycho Yandere girl trying to eliminate her rivals, huh? Too bad the machine erased itself from history. I wonder if he planned for that to happen. Makes it the perfect crime. Nobody will ever know he did it, not even himself. In this timeline, the rules of physics are a bit different. That machine can never be recreated, and no machine can be invented that can undo its effects.
What?
Not very
So once you do it, it's done and it's stuck, pretty much.
fun. Sometimes I lie. It's just too fun. You eat up everything I say. I wonder what else I can trick you into believing. If I had to say when this all began,
June
the
1st,
earliest
2018
possible
build.
catalyst, I guess it was during the Battle of Okinawa. He was there, you know, only 17 at the time. The war had been going on for 6 years. It engulfed his adolescence. A lot of young men were mobilized by the army, some as young as 14. Military authorities ordered schools to force their students to volunteer. He was one of the only boys on the island who actually would have signed up voluntarily. He was fiercely patriotic, nationalist in fact. He wanted to be on the front lines, but he was assigned to kitchen detail. He kept on trying to sneak out, find a weapon, fight the enemy. Never succeeded. One day a bomb hit his dormitory. Dozens of his classmates died in an instant.
A bomb hit his so, okay, did he die though? Or like, where was he at when this went down?
He spent hours buried under rubble, surrounded by the corpses of his friends before help arrived.
But he didn't
The
die.
army rescued him from the rubble and took him with them as they followed orders to retreat further into the island. He bit and clawed at them, called them cowards for falling back. In an underground bunker with little light, he had nothing to eat but salted cabbage, nothing to drink but dry water, and nowhere comfortable to sleep. Bombs dropped at almost every hour of the day. Constant noise, constant fear.
Then who was throwing the bombs?
Sleep was almost impossible, and the threat of death never, ever went away. Eventually, enemy soldiers discovered the bunker. Surrounded, he pulled the pin on a grenade, tried to sacrifice himself to kill his enemies. The grenade was a dud. He was captured. It's been over 7 decades, but his mind is still back there in Okinawa. Every time he closes his eyes, he sees images of his dead classmates on the backs of his eyelids. Sometimes I lie. It's just too fun. You eat up everything I say. I wonder what else I can trick you into believing. You know you can use the right arrow and left arrow keys here, right? Before and after the war, his defining character traits were his strong sense of patriotism and unshakable nationalism. He considered Japan's surrender to be a minor setback. To him, the war never truly ended. There was only temporary ceasefire. He firmly believed that the Japanese race was superior to all other ethnic groups, the one and only race fit to conquer and rule the world. His strongest wish was to see Japan revive its imperialism and instate a global hegemony. He imagined a world ruled by Japanese as a utopia. After the war, Western culture began to influence Japanese society. This made him furious, even more so than his experiences in Okinawa. The world moved forward, but he did not. His values are still firmly rooted in 1930s Japan. He despises liberalism and democracy. In fact, he was so old-fashioned that he even insisted on wearing traditional Japanese clothing right up until the day of his death. He knew that if his political beliefs ever became public, his company would face a PR disaster, so he kept his most radical opinions private. He felt as though he was surrounded by evils that were destroying his country. Holding his tongue was absolute torture for him. He loved Japan the same way you love your senpai, and just like you, he was willing to do anything for the one he loved. Sometimes I lie. It's just too fun. You eat up everything I say. I wonder what else I can trick you into believing. Hello. Wow,
July
it's
18th,
been a while, hasn't it?
2019.
When was the last time? Geez, it's got to be years, right? Then again, it is an irrelevant question. You wouldn't recall all the alternate timelines or times when I erased your memory. Anyway,
She erased a
I bet
memory.
you're wondering why you're here. In short, you've been a bad child. You tampered with the Jason file. Were you trying to sneak a cheeky peek at upcoming content? I can't blame you, but I can't make it easy for you either. Basically, if you edit the Jason in certain ways, then I'll show up. To be honest, it's not that hard to get around me. Basically, I'm only here to stop the lazy ones who give up at the first sign of resistance. But you really should just wait patiently like a good child. Yeah, I know. You've been waiting for years, but I don't want to hear you whining. Because of how I experience time, I've been waiting centuries. Surely you can wait just a few more months, right? Anyway, that's enough talk. If you want to play the game, don't give anyone hairstyle number 21 or persona number 15. Bye-bye! Huh? How did you get here? Aw, you modded the game
August
just so you could
31st,
talk a little old
2020.
me
Built.
again? That's so sweet, I'm touched. If you were hoping for a surprise, though, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. There's nothing for you to see here. At least, not at this exact moment. I'm sure we'll meet again. For now, get out of here and go play with Osana.
Oh, this is scary. What the heck? What happened in the house? Who are you? Boo-hoo. Nice to meet you. We are going to have a lot of fun together. Ooh. I don't know about you. That it? Oh, that's it. Well, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I'll be back with more videos, and I'm out.